which is named after them. That's where thousands of Pashtuns are gathering for a national jirga. A jirga is like an assembly of leaders. It has its origins in old tribal conferences. Pakistan's Pashtuns are holding a jirga in the Khyber district to discuss the problems facing the community, specifically state repression. The Pashtuns feel marginalized and ostracized in Pakistan. They feel they are the targets of crackdowns, enforced disappearances and outright violence. That is why they're holding the jirga, to demand justice. How has Islamabad chosen to respond to these allegations? With more violence and bloodshed, take a look.
We were protesting peacefully. They opened fire towards us. They fired tear gas. They killed and wounded our colleagues. We were ready for talks, but they attacked us. God willing, we will continue our protest and will do our rally as per plan, even if they cut off our heads.
That is what happened yesterday. As Pashtun people were on their way to the jirga site, they were attacked by the Pakistani police. The police even went to the jirga grounds, the location that was to host the assembly, and they opened fire. At least 3 people have been killed, dozens are injured. Their crime? They tried to exercise their right to peaceful assembly. Pakistan's government has a different explanation, of course. They recently banned the group organizing the assembly. It's called the Pashtun Tehaffuz Movement, or PTM. Islamabad banned the PTM on Sunday, claiming that the group was acting against, and I'm quoting, the peace and security of the country. The PTM was also accused of promoting, and I'm quoting again, racial discrimination and using abusive language against security institutions. And that last bit is quite interesting. Have you ever seen a group being banned for using abusive language before? It sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? Well, when you dig deeper, it starts making sense. Apparently, this group, the PTM, was quite critical of one security institution in particular, the Pakistani military. Pakistan is a military dictatorship in all but name. Their politicians exist to serve the army, not the people. The army props up and undermines political parties to maintain control behind the scenes. So every political party must toe the military's line or risk getting ousted. Now, what happens when a group of people start openly criticizing the same military? When they actually start talking about military excesses? That's what the Pashtun group has been doing. They've called the Pakistani government military-controlled. They say Pakistan's military oppresses the people, that it orders arbitrary arrests and keeps people in jail even after they secure bail. In fact, the group even went further, saying that Pakistan's generals treat war as a business, that they make profits from the blood of innocents. Pakistan certainly has some wealthy generals, and they won't like people questioning their wealth or the source of their wealth. So perhaps they leaned on their puppet government and got the PTM banned. Whatever the cause, Islamabad is now going after the Pashtuns relentlessly. Pakistan's Interior Minister said that PTM supporters will be dealt with, that their passports and identity cards will be cancelled. You saw the violence being meted out to the jirga attendees and the attack on the venue. Islamabad is doing everything it can to stop tomorrow's event from taking place, but the Pashtuns have vowed to go ahead with it. This sets the stage for a bigger clash where scores of peaceful protesters may get hurt or worse. The world should keep a close eye on the situation unfolding in Khyber.
First Post decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on First Post.